Okay, we want to find the arc length of this arc here, non-calculator. So we know that arc length is equal to the fraction, just 240 degrees of 360. So there's my fraction of the whole, because we know this whole thing adds up to 360, multiplied by the circumference. So we know circumference is pi times diameter. I'm going to take pi to be 3.14. So it's going to be multiplied by 3.14 times the diameter. Well, if the radius is 30, the diameter is going to be 60. Now, the very first thing that I want to do is I want to simplify this fraction. It just makes it so much easier because I do not want to be multiplying by 240 and I do not want to be dividing by 360. So when I simplify this, if I look, I can divide the numerator and the denominator both by 12. So 12, 120. 120. So if I divide them both by 120, this is going to be 2. And 360 divided by 120 is 3. So it's 2/3 times by 3.14 multiplied by 60. Now, the next thing is, let's work on the multiplication. Okay, you can work on this any other way, or many other ways, but I like to do this first. So I'm going to think of this as 3.14 times 6 times 10, because 6 times 10 gives me the 60. Well, when I'm doing this multiplication, I know 3.14 times 10, take these numbers here, is going to be 31.4, and I can multiply that by 6. So if I want to take 31.4 multiplied by 6, right? 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 6 times 3 is 18. Now we had 1 decimal place in the question, so my answer is 1 decimal place. So right here, when I multiply 31.4 times 6, I get 188.4. Now keeping in mind that this is all still multiplied by 2/3. So now all I need to do is multiply 188.4 by 2/3. Now to do that, we know we are multiplying by the top, and then I can divide by the bottom. So let's do that. Let's do 2 lots of 188. So times 2. 2 times 4 is going to give me 8. 2 times 8 is going to give me 16. 16, 17, 3. So we're going to have now 376.8. This is all going to be divided by 3. So if I take this 376.8 and I'm going to divide it by 3. 3's into 3 is 1. 3's into 7 is 2, remainder 1. 3's into 16 is 5, remainder 1. Bring up the decimal. 3's into 18 is 6. So right here, I have 125.6 centimeters as my arc length.